So our last few videos, we've talked about sextortion. It's a growing problem. It's getting worse by the day. We've said this, the internet is a blessing and a curse, as are the various applications on our phones and computers and chat rooms and gaming rooms. And I don't want anyone to feel like, oh my Lord, I'm terrified of these things. I can't let my kid near them. But we need to be aware and we need to educate our kids. So here's a stat or a series of stats I'm going to show you that were sent to me by a friend of mine in the United Kingdom. So check these out. Those stats are quite a wake-up call. And we know that's happening here in the United States, other parts of the world. But it's really alarming to think, and it is factually supported, that at least 60% of the people, meaning children, that are victimized know their victimizer. It could be a family member, it could be a professional, like a teacher, another person in a position of trust. It's all around us, sadly. The idea of stranger danger, which does exist, is actually the minority of the cases. It's usually somebody the child knows. And what's really sad is, according to the UK documents, and I actually think it's higher here in the United States, over 50% of the cases are not being reported to police. And it's estimated that a typical victimizer victimizes numerous children over the course of their life, if you will. And then, of course, only 13% are actually reporting it to police. It's almost 1 in 10. And again, there's the issues of shame, fear, the idea that you might be an outcast. How are your parents going to react? Which is all the more reason why we need to, educate our children and let them feel safe in coming to us and talking about this. Now, here's another batch of stats I want you to take a look at. Focuses primarily on the ages of the victims and girls versus boys. And never forget, it's more prominent that a girl will be victimized this way, but it happens with adolescent boys too. So take a look at these. So as you can see, they're going after children, they're going after teens, they're going after girls, they're going after boys, and it's getting worse. As I said, this was sent to me by a friend of mine in the United Kingdom, and it was produced by an organization called the National Network to End Child Abuse, which of course, sextortion is considered a form of child abuse. And it helps, I hope, to shed light on the fact that, it's not a faraway problem. It's not a nearby problem. It's a worldwide problem. It's happening everywhere. So hats off to my friend there. He's fighting the good fight over there. I'm trying to fight the fight here, make people aware so we can bring attention to this, drop its numbers, start actively going after the predators. And of course, there'll be some videos on getting increased legislation passed that will up the punishments for these individuals that are attacking our children. So keep that in mind. Again, always love your child, communicate with them, let them know it's okay. It's not your fault. We're not going to be angry. We're here to help you. So don't feel ashamed. Don't feel embarrassed. And the only problem that we can't solve is one that you don't tell us about, and as we've said before, these predators, they'll often say, well, send me some money and I'll get rid of them. Okay, now I want more money. Or send me more photos, or I'm going to publish the ones I already have. And out of fear and that underdeveloped adolescent mind, they cave, they give into it. And then, of course, those photos are sold. They're also used for additional blackmail of the same individual. You can't imagine how evil these people are. So folks, keep that in mind. Love your children, love each other, take care of yourselves and your kids, and we'll talk to you soon.